Slipped right in. By women, for women, for our bodies, understanding our needs, our unique, shapes. And so therefore, it just makes sense when you put a Ryka shoe on.
Yes.
But they have some favorites and some standouts. The Skywalk being one of them, which I go into Star Wars mode and I want to call it like the Skywalker.
You know what? Do you know what? I didn't get it the other day. We had the most raucous hour with Kim Gravel the other week, and she said when your thighs rub, it's Luke Thigh-Walker.
I can't.
It's a Luke Thigh-Walker
that sounds
moment.
like it was a fun show.
Oh my gosh, she talked about boyfriends.
Well,
shoe cam. All right, I'll do shoe cam.
Okay. So as Jane walks towards the shoe cam, the Skywalk was customer top rated, loved. Ryka goes back and says, how do we make something that you love even better? Therefore, the Skyrise was born, and it is worldwide launching as a today's special value at QVC, exclusive to us, which is amazing.
Wild. With
leather overlays, a ton of British breathable mesh. It's British. It has breathable mesh. This has the technology, like sometimes our guest Leilani will say, this is kind of your fashion-y sneaker. You're not gonna, she was like, this is your workhorse walking shoe. This is your 10,000 steps, your 20,000 steps, your theme park, your walk around the neighborhood, your treadmill for $59.98. Just amazing. And a brand new color palette with amazing colors. Your dazzling blue, which she is, you'll see her in a moment, styled so classically all day with kind of fashion matchback colors, but I then go to the Americana, I go to all the reasons we're blue over the summer. We have it in the black. When you have those leather black overlays, even though they've brightened it up with the white outsole, this can go into work. It can go into the places where you can wear sneakers that you want to feel a little, dressier. Silver metallic at midnight, I thought it was going to sell out, and it is the most limited. We started with 7,300 in this one. We have 1,000 left now between our medium and wide widths, and this is true to size. Terra Taupe just has my heart. This is your dressier. It reminds me of the Barefoot Dreams color of the shoes, because it's just got that elevated coastal. I can feel, if you have some fabulous sight trip where you're going to be walking and sightseeing in Italy that we're dreaming about going to, this is the shoe you pack. Completely. The teal, which we've nicknamed Coastal Teal because it's got all the coastal vibes. It is the exact color of Leilani's wedding ring stone, too. Which is that an aquamarine? Okay, which is an aquamarine. So that's a good aquamarine. Sweet. And then Jane's new shoe.
That is?
The raspberry.
Got it in the raspberry.
We have 1,800. We're really limited in the raspberry as well. Come on out, Leilani. $59.98. It should be $90. And by the way, at $89.99 or whatever, that's a great price for what you're getting. $59, and we're thinking, let's get more than one, which a lot of people have done today.
Yes, and I was so excited when the buying team picked this for the today's special value, just because, first of all, the colors are amazing. Each one has like a really great personality to them, and that's why I want more than one. But two, the technology that we put into it. The fact that this can be your everyday walking shoe, whether it's a fitness walk or it's just a really busy day on your feet. We wanted to give you something that you can count on, that you can rely on to support your feet, to give you extra cushioning underneath the heel with our active EVA foam that isn't going to break down over time, with the arch support that's both external and internal arch support with that removable insole, and the fact that we gave you water repellency on that upper that is built with not just mesh, but the leather overlays that are going to wrap around and give your foot a nice supportive hug. And that's the key with a style like this, why you can wear it every day, all day long.
Right. And women, like we're built differently. And I never knew until I met Leilani that all the running shoes, all the walking shoes, all the fitness shoes that I was buying when I was teaching back in the 80s were basically the shape of a man's foot, just like shrunk down for us.
Yes.
Like, no.
The shrink it and pink it method is what they called it. Yes.
Did they really?
They did that. They thought we'll just shrink it down, put a little pink on it, and then call it a woman's sneaker.
No, not good enough. And they don't. And you don't do that.
We don't do that. And we were the first fitness shoe brand to not do that.
Joey's feet don't look like my feet.
Nope.
You know, I think, and it's so important fit when in terms of how you feel.
Yeah.
So, and we were talking about this last night. I mean, this is one, if you've been trying to get some stepping goals in, if you've been trying to walk that neighborhood, if you've been trying to like get back on the treadmill, if you don't have the right shoe, that's really the first step, because the minute your feet start to hurt or you come home and you're like, ow, you're not going to do it again. And so we all know what it's like to go into those running and walking stores.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming. There's like a million brands you've never heard of. Things look kind of funky, you know, like there's some like weird things happening with outsoles, and then you are like, how much is that? At $59.98, and then this is beyond just a walking shoe. It's really an appropriate sneaker that can take you through your day, whatever that means.
Exactly. And as you were pointing out, we were the first fitness shoe brand to use the mold of a woman's foot, not a man's foot, to build our shoes. So women's feet are narrower in the heel. We need more width in that toe box area. We need the arch support as well. So we wanted to give you this new lightweight walking bottom underneath this shoe that is made with our ActivFoam. We also wanted to give you arch support, because that's the number one question I get from any woman is, I need arch support. I'm in that same boat, so I look for that too. All the cushioning around the collar, the back of the heel, and it's breathable, so that when you're walking, if you get overheated, you're good to go.
And if it rains, no worries.
No worries. Here, I can show you.
This is so awesome.
And it's leather.
Yes.
And mesh.
Yes.
Usually that's two messes if it starts raining,
exactly.
right? Or you step in a puddle.
So this is the time of year when we start like dropping the kids off or the grandkids off at camp.
Look at that.
Early in the morning, and the grass is a little wet, and just to see things just kind of like bead
and that's
right
more than
off.
a little wet.
Yeah.
And
so,
you use the same shoe all day long. I've seen you do
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
And this,
so-
this show at least.
Yeah, so it's just like beating off,
Look at beating off the mesh.
The mesh.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Is there anything worse than wet feet? I mean, it's awful. It can wreck your day, and then you take your shoes off, and your feet are all wrinkly, and they don't smell good. Like, this is just the best.
If you have that plan to go to that place where you don't know, or you're outside and it's going to be rainy perhaps during your trip, I mean, get this. As we look at colors real quick, I do want to let you know we have 800 in the silver metallic.
Oh my goodness.
800. It's about to go, like, it very well in the next 30 minutes could sell out. But when you start to get to limited quantities in a shoe, basically it feels at some point it already is, because you need to get your size.
Yeah.
And if you can't
It's
get
across all those sizes.
yeah,
That's the
this is
thing.
super true to size. Jane's raspberry.
Love.
Looks great on her. Our teal, the terra taupe, that silver metallic, you need to go complete your purchase now. It's about to go, and it's going to go up in price. We have the black, and then we have that gorgeous dazzling blue. Your dress with this sneaker says
Love it.
everything about the versatility.
Right?
Last night at midnight,
Completely.
Crystal also had a dress on, and it looks cute.
It does look so cute. And I think, like, I love, that's kind of my uniform. It's my go-to, like a dress and a sneaker. And yet, a lot of times, to your point, the sneakers are fashion sneakers. Like, I've worn fashion sneakers that do not feel good at all. And I'm trying to get different insoles in there. By the way, this is a great insole. It's removable. So if you do have a customer without it, you can do that. But my big Achilles heel now, pun intended, are my heels, especially on my left side and of my left foot. If I don't have arch support, that's where the pain steps in. And as soon as I get back in a shoe like this that comes up and supports my arch, it's like the heel's like, okay, thanks, Mom, I'm good. And I mean, shoes don't last forever. Like we talked about that with the Breezy's bras on Friday, or Saturday actually, that like you shouldn't hold on to your shoes forever. And if it's been a while since you've gotten a new shoe, you spend under $20 bill a month. And as soon as you put these on, you're gonna be like, wow. And I love, like you said, it's not a mushy, squishy foam.
Yes.
Because sometimes that doesn't give us the support we need, but you get in a shoe and you're like, oh, I'm supported.
Exactly.
I got it going.
And it's that really great combination of our ActivFoam EVA that you see in the midsole, and then what's happening also like internally with our insole. So you have that deep heel cup, you have the arch support exactly where it should be for a woman's foot, and it's firm, it's not too hard and stiff that you have to break it in or acclimate to it. It's not too soft and squishy like a memory foam would be. It's just right in the middle, it's that sweet spot. And then we give you mesh on top so it stays breathable during the summer months.
I just can't say enough good things other than they're $59.98 for all of that.
And they're amazing colors.
And they're amazing colors, so that you could, and actually several customers today, a lot of our customers have been getting more than one. Maybe you want that backup pair. So in a few months, if you're somebody that knows you get a lot of steps in, you have at the $59.98 price another pair waiting for you. But then you can think about these from a fashion perspective of, oh, I'm going to go on that trip and I know I'm going to wear that cute green dress like the one Jane has on. I'm going to get the raspberry because I want that look. There's that beautiful, it's teal, but we've named it coastal teal, but it is called teal. It's got all the coastal sort of, look, we're going to put your ring now.
Okay.
I mean, look at this.
The ring.
That is such a good color of aquamarine, by the way. That is a
There
beautiful
we go.
aquamarine.
Isn't that pretty?
That is so
That's like
beautiful.
a perfect
Also,
match.
Leilani's nails are rocking.
Thank you.
Hello.
You know me, I love the Americana holidays and things like that.
You bring the nail game. Terra taupe, silver metallic. We have the final 700.
Oh my word.
And this shoe is only here.
Yep.
It's nowhere else in the world. The black, and then the dazzling blue, medium and wides, whole and half
And again,
sizes.
this to me is, this is 4th of July right here.
We've
in the
seen
shoe.
prices go up, right? Everybody has. It's the way of the world. It's the way things are. I look at this at $59.98 and I try to think, when's the last time I had a leather, like any sort of leather incorporated in? This has leather overlays. Walking sneaker.
Yes, designed specifically for walking,
Right.
for a woman's foot striking the
Water
ground.
repellent.
Water repellent.
Water repellent.
Yes.
For a mesh. Usually you're in like a leather or faux leather shoe,
Yeah.
which can be a little hot, or you're in this like breathable shoe that's also water repellent.
Yep.
And I love the fact that you base this on a customer top rated shoe.
Yes.
You know, this is not just like, oh, let's make up a new name, Skyrise. Like it literally is named in honor
the
of
Skywalk.
the original
Yes.
Skywalk, which
Yes.
is 100% customer top rated.
Exactly, and you told us how much you loved, first of all, the look of the Skywalk, the original one, and so we wanted to really keep it in that same tradition of, we want the upper to look like really on point trend-wise, but we want the support and structure. And that was a question. They're like, is it the same bottom? And I was like, it's gotten an upgrade. So it still has the arch support that you loved about the original, but we wanted to give you our ActivFoam EVA that's going to be a step above your traditional EVA and not break down over time.
And if you've ever pulled an insole out of one of those expensive sneakers, first of all, a lot of them aren't removable, and then the rest of them look like you ordered pancakes. Like, this is such an amazing.
And they'll tell the sales reps that they have to sell a separate insole to the customer. They'll tell them that ahead of time.
First shrink it and pink it, and now you have to buy another
We're
insole.
learning all the secrets.
So all those expensive prices that you and I have seen, it's going to be ended up even more in order to get what you're getting here at under $60. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, this is smart shopping. I also look at that category, and sometimes the colors are very loud and there's a lot going on. You did fun, but you kept everything very tonal, which means it's very wearable.
Exactly.
There's not any sort of teal in Blair's outfit, but her teal works because it's a solid color. It almost looks like something Isaac Mizrahi would pull together,
yes.
you know?
100%.
With
Oh my
a
gosh.
color
Oh my gosh.
play.
I
Right,
think
yeah.
he's going to be playing in Toronto, Canada, and my sister-in-law Kathleen, if she's watching, hi Kathleen, she said she misses you and me together, and my brother are going to go. And if I can fly up and back in a day, I'm going to go
You'll
as well.
do it.
But you're right. This is like a color story.
It's how you pop. I mean, you don't have the raspberry in your dress,
No.
but because it's that tonal, it works. And if this had a million colors, it just wouldn't work.
No.
These are easy.
Well, and even just looking at that sneaker itself in the raspberry, that does remind me of like an Isaac Mizrahi like color combo with the different shades of pink with the purple as well.
This is, and he's, I think about color with him.
You know how long this is going to last if I visit Dee in my closet?
Oh gosh, it's going.
Not long, because we happen to wear the same size. I'm not worried about Carrie because she's an 8 and I'm a 7. But I mean, this is the one that your kids are going to borrow.
Yeah.
I think that you should think about your kids.
Yes.
My aunt Frances, she was amazing. We think about her in heaven watching over you. She was a nun, and they were finally able to wear like casual clothes. And I went to Strawbridge and Clothier and I bought her a velour jumpsuit or sweatsuit and a pair of like really like good like sport sneakers, and oh my gosh, she was so excited. So you'll be able to give a gift to somebody when they open the box like, wow, and they'll think there was a 1 in front of the $59.98.
Yeah.
Because there could be.
And totally ageless gift, to Jane's point. And they look so expensive. I think
Yes.
all the leather that you're getting, the tonality, I mean, look at the Terra taupe.
Exactly.
These are the ones that you go on that fancy trip and you think, I can't wear all my sneakers because I need my sneakers to look nice. I may be going into a restaurant. I may be going into a boutique. These work.
Yeah, I usually, when I'm traveling, I take the taupe color of our sneakers because I feel more sophisticated and elevated. Even in the airport, you know, because I kind of do
Yes.
what you do. Like I'll wear like a pristine color or the white and those sneakers, and then I just feel like really put together and
Yep.
stylish.
And you look
Right.
put
even though I'm
together.
not, I'm just copying like
Yes,
what
no,
Courtney
you
does.
are. You always bring it, and you're rocking it. And then it was so funny. One time we were away, and we were taking a tour, and you know how you can sign up for like a historic tour or whatever. And in the fine print, it said must wear closed-toed shoes, and we
Yeah.
all had sandals. And I'm like, well, now we got to go shopping because it's vacation, and we not. So like, you never know when you're going to actually need
Yep.
a closed-toed shoe,
Yep.
right? Like a true walking shoe.
Yes, and when you're traveling like that, it's like you said, you usually bring a pair of sandals, and then you're trying to pick like one pair